So we make Zippos, and they're more expensive, and we don't sell as many.
But they last longer.
We're selling them, right? But they last longer, and it's a product we're proud of. We've yet to use polar fleece for anything because it's, polyester and, sheds tremendously in the wash, loads of microplastics. So that's a product we would sell incredibly well if we made it.
Yeah.
But we don't do it because we know it's not a good choice.
That is so refreshing to hear, though. And so what has been that challenge then in towing that line and not making easy decisions, not making easy choices? You're choosing to go a route that is proven to be a little bit more, of a struggle, or I'm sorry, may not be as quick of an ascent as some companies.
It's really, we've chosen to do it the hard way on every step of the way. Everything we do is much harder than it has to be.
Yeah.
And before we go much further, I want to clarify that, we make the decisions we can make.
Yeah.
We use cotton. Cotton's incredibly water intensive, it uses so much water. It's terrible, right?
Yeah.
But there's not an alternative right now, right? Cotton and wool.
Not that's environmentally friendly, really,
Right. There's, we get into a few things here and there when we can, and our goal is to always be better. But I don't want to go out front and be like, we're this incredible company who doesn't do, the best thing for us to do would be to close the doors and stop making anything, but that's not practical either. We all need to put something on our backs and, cover ourselves. So we figure you stay in the fight and you do it the best way you can, and you try and lead by example. And for us, it was never just about environmental issues. That's like a very small part of what we talk about. We talk about social justice issues. We talk about even working conditions, in our own company and elsewhere. So it was like a more holistic approach of like, what does a responsible company look like? What are responsible choices? And it's hard, man.
It's like, really hard.
It's so hard
to make a profit while doing the right thing. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I wish the government would give tax credits to companies like yours that are doing the right thing and making the hard decisions that would help you, like those are the things that, I'd love to see government kind of step up for, that's really incentivize people to do the right thing.
I think we're heading in the right direction. When the 1% for the planet thing, where you kind of literally just take a chunk of money every year and hand it over to them. I mean, that's counterintuitive to business-minded people.
Can we talk a little bit about that? You do donate 1% to the planet, correct?
Right. We're members of 1% for the planet.
Can you give our listeners a brief overview of that, just so they're aware of it?
Sure. I mean, basically, it's very simple. You kind of sign up to donate 1% of your pre-tax profits to their organization. And the way it works is they're an umbrella that has tons of other little organizations, grassroots organizations inside. And you can choose where the money goes.
That's amazing.
So you can break it up and say, 10,000 here, 20,000 there. Some of it goes to, maybe kind of an organization that's working on solar technology, and something else goes to like organic farmers. And it's great because they have organizations all over the place. So awesome. You can always find somewhere to put your money. If you're interested in an idea, there's somebody doing something about it, and you can help, donate the money to that organization. And it came out of Patagonia, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Right? There's the brainchild of I think Yvonne and someone else who he worked with. I can't remember who exactly. And it's brilliant. It's great. And it's really easy. Well, it's easy to do. It's hard to say goodbye to the money.
Yeah. Especially if you've had like an off year or something, you're like, sorry guys, no bonus, but we are putting our money towards this goat farm, organic goat farm.
Right.
That's it.
So we do that. We don't really stop there, unfortunately. And, my COO and I have conversations about this, and have had in the past, where it's like, okay, that's our thing. But we also then decide, as things occur in the world, we're just going to throw money somewhere else. And it's complicated because it's like, well, we're supposed to give away 1%, and now you're giving away another thing over here and another thing over there. So it's a little more than 1% for us.
Nice.
Every year we do a Christmas Keith Haring collaboration, and that money's gone to a variety of organizations. For a few years, we went to Save the Children. So some of the money went over to Yemen, some went to Syria, different war-torn places for kids. Big hurricane stuff that happened. We activated, made a T-shirt, donated the money, sent it down to Puerto Rico. It's whatever's kind of happening and whatever motivates us to get out there and kind of do something.
So
we just do it.
This past year, you've had a few to choose from, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this year for us was tricky because we had to save ourselves.
Yeah.
It was really about saving ourselves this year and staying in business.
How did you fare during this? How has it been so far?
I would say we fared very well compared to other businesses because a lot of businesses closed.
Yeah.
And we did not. We did not do what we thought we'd do 3 years ago, right? In our business plan and our projections, we certainly didn't do that, but we kind of maintained, we kind of were flat this year on business, which is a victory. We didn't fire anyone.
That's great.
People were furloughed for like a little bit, like a couple of months, and then we were able to bring them all back. So we feel really good about how we managed to survive this, disaster, because a lot of businesses didn't make it.
So did you make a whole loungewear division now, or?
Well, luckily for us, we were already in the sweatshirt and sweatpants.
Luckily for us, we already had hoodies and sweatpants, and we were ready to go.
So we were okay. But it's funny that you say that, because we probably, if we had known this was coming, like, a pandemic is coming and everyone's going to be home, we probably would have ordered more of those things.
Yeah.
But what's funny is we made masks as a partnership for a New York kind of initiative.
Yeah.
But we never made masks because everyone's like, let's make masks. And I was like, it also felt weird. Like, am I going to profit from this? And everyone's like, yeah, but you're doing a service. You're giving people masks and they're going to look cool and this and that. And I was like, but there's enough masks already, I don't know if I can own the money from those masks.
Yeah.
So we never really did it. We never engaged in the mask making business.
You probably saved yourself some money with that, because I think a lot of people got into it late and are now like sitting on a lot of masks and selling them at a good deal. I mean, my company, we tried to race to make hand sanitizers and now we're sitting on it and I got to sell it at an off price,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's the Friends license one, Monica Clean hand sanitizer, but
Really funny.
but it is like that, I think chasing those trends like that, unless you can turn around production super fast,
right,
it's not worth chasing.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, it never felt really like what we do or who we are. So I just kind of I'm like, let everyone else do it. Like, we're fine. I have 100 masks by my door downstairs. Yeah. Insane.
I know.
We have a big, huge pile of masks. It's unsettling.
It is. I'm just waiting for my little glass bubble thing to walk around in, like they had in the Jetsons.
Have you seen
I've seen a few attempts now.
Have you seen the thing? It's like a space helmet, and it's got the air goes out I think it was for snorkeling originally.
Yes, I did see that. Yes.
It's actually pretty cool. I considered getting one for flights.
Pretty soon we'll be calling ourselves Snorks instead.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's a big face shield. You're fully inside of it, and it's got a filter, and the air goes out the back, and you're fully covered.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool just in general. I mean, the environment's getting really bad, and a lot of people die from all the particulates in the air. I mean, they just announced, like, all the forest fires have really hampered our air quality. So fuck it, man. Maybe we should all be wearing these little snorks, and
Uber helmets. It's really sad. I mean, we laugh about it, and I guess
you have to
laugh about it. It's so silly when you think about just how destructive we are to ourselves. I mean, we think of ourselves as intelligent beings, and it's kind of comical.
We're not there, I feel my own little philosophy is, I think, like, we've developed the technology faster than we've been able to evolve to keep up with it. And we are basically 10-year-olds with an Uzi, basically. We know it's dangerous. We know maybe it's not that good, but maybe not to what extent. And we make a lot of bad decisions because of that. We're too young for the technology, I think, as a society. We evolved the tech way faster than us, and it's a shame, but maybe this is a time, maybe things will be course correcting. And I think, I don't know. I'm quite hopeful about stuff still. Well, I mean, we got people like you making awesome clothing, that's, as in trying to push the companies to be cleaner, to be better, and to do the things that we all want them to do.
I mean, if we do anything, if we do anything that means anything at all, it'll probably have more to do with what we inspire in younger generations.
Yeah.
Because we don't know, we're not doing it well. We don't really know what we're doing. We're just kind of like fumbling around in the dark, trying to figure it out. Like, oh, there's a new fabric that's recycled. Cool. We can use that. Oh, somebody needs money. Okay. Let's shoot some money over there from this t-shirt we made. We're really infantile in the process. We don't really know what we're doing, but we do hear a lot from young people that they appreciate what we're doing and it inspires them. Mm-hmm. So I hope that what we do as a company is we give other people permission to be better than us in the future and take it to whole other levels. Right.
We are what our students grow beyond, it's like they, if you can help influence that, then that's it can snowball, and that's, I think, important, and companies like yours are really key. I have to bring up the really cool, like Johnny was telling me, like the surf outfit you guys have. You have like the full kit. You got like a leash, you got a wetsuit, you got all the cool shit too, which is awesome, that I kind of get psyched on.
Yeah, we're just starting that. It's brand new for us as a company. It's not brand new for us as people, but we, I always wanted to circle back to my origins in surf and skate in some way. Mm-hmm. And we needed to, I needed to figure out what it was going to be, like what it meant, what purpose it served. And, what we settled on, what became pretty natural to us was this idea that, there's room in surf for our identity, for our ideas. And we weren't going to go into it trying to be everything to everybody. We weren't going to go into it trying to be like a surf brand per se. We're not going in and being like, here's your board short and here's your rash guard. No. Like, we're like, well, no, we're just going to make the core goods that you need to get in the water. It's about boards, wetsuits, leashes, and wax. That's all you need to get in the water. And we thought there was room to kind of create something visually that was interesting to us with the boards, both in the shapes and also the graphics connected to them. I'm not a big fan. So I consider myself a surfer, but I don't really connect to the surf community and the typical idea of what people think of as surfers. I've always been a little bit outside of that. Mm-hmm. And I think this direction we've taken kind of like is what I feel, what I see. So the boards are a little weird. Like the graphics on them are a little weird. Sometimes they're just like a t-shirt graphic dropped onto a board. It's just whatever we think is missing from the world that we think would be cool. And we wanted to really focus on as much as possible made in the USA stuff. Nice. Obviously a lot of boards are made in the USA because of the way they're made, right? Yeah. Hand shaped and, so that part was going to be relatively simple. The other goods was going to be a little bit more complicated. Yeah. There's really only one leash maker left
in the US.
And so they're making our leashes for us. The
Surf
wax.
More. Surf more. Got to give them props. They're great.
They're making the leashes for us, and we're really thankful to them for kind of recognizing that this might be a good idea. Jordan Brassey's shaping the boards so far. We hope to work with